What's going on, traders? John with Tactical Trading here with my watch list for the $1,000 TD Ameritrade challenge that I'll be starting tomorrow. Now, I did say that I'm going to be using 3 patterns for this. We'll be using the first green day, we'll also be using the dip and rip, and we'll be using the OTC panic dip buy pattern. Usually I like to use a morning dip buy pattern because it usually works the best a little bit after the open, usually anywhere between 9:15 or 9:45 and 10:15 it works the best. And mine, that's Eastern time. I'm Central time. For that pattern, you have to have a watch list. The other ones, you can't really have a watch list for first green day or dip and rip. That has to be something that you're watching for, gainers throughout the day. And obviously, that can't be something that you have on your watch list. Also, be going over some of the election infection stocks that I'm going to be looking at throughout the entire challenge. This is a 6-week challenge, and all these stocks will be right on the top of my watch list throughout the entire challenge. But for the dip buy pattern, these are the stocks that I'll be watching over the next week or so, looking for a crack in the momentum. These stocks are all up significantly and have had tremendous runs. So without further ado, let's go. The first stock will be Conversion Labs, CVLB. This stock closed on Friday at 1.295, so just a shade under $1.30. This was up 11.5 cents, right about 10% on Friday. This traded 721,000 in volume with a 66 million float. Now, this stock is up from about 20 cents since July 1st and is up from about 85 cents August 1st. So this stock has had a tremendous run. This is a telemedicine company with a portfolio of online direct-to-customer brands. Their brands combine virtual medicine treatments with prescription medications and unique over-the-counter products. Its network of licensed physicians offer telemedicine services and direct-to-customer pharmacy to consumers across the United States. So this is a telemedicine company, and again, anything that's a stay-at-home where you can do something sitting in, at home rather than going into the facility itself. It has been hot, and with the situation that we're facing. So I think this is one of the reasons why it's up. But the main reason why this stock is up so much is because they have had absolutely spectacular earnings. Their July to July year-over-year earnings are 302%. So that's huge, and their entire annual year-over-year earnings are up 242%. So they've had great earnings, a lot of growth in their business, and this is why the stock is up. But being that it's since July 1st, it's up from 20 cents to a little over $1.29. This is something you have to look for, a little crack in the momentum. Now, the second stock that I'll be taking a look at is Health Linked Corporation, HLYK. This stock closed Friday at 0.1745 cents, so about 17.5 cents. This was up 0.0345, so about 3.5 cents or 25% on Friday. Traded 1.24 million in volume and has a 124 million in float. Now this stock is up from 7 cents just from the last week of July, so it's up a little over 10 cents in that time span. And what this company does, this is a cloud-based platform that provides solutions for both patient and provider to improve healthcare through efficient exchange of medical information, online scheduling, patient records, and patient retention. So what these guys do is that they provide software for hospitals, doctors' offices, things like that. And in the software, it helps retain customers, keep track of all their medical information safely, and so on and so forth. So I'll be looking for a possible crack in the momentum with this stock. The third one will be EpazInc.com. EPAZ. This stock closed Friday at 12 cents. This was up a little over 4 cents, about 51% on Friday. Traded 10.15 million in volume, had 45 million in float. Now this stock is up from just over 1 cent July 15th and is up from 4 cents just 3 days ago. So this stock has been absolutely skyrocketing. This stock has actually had a 4-bagger in just the last 3 days. What this company does, they provide cloud-based software, and what they do is they're providing cloud applications to the corporate world, higher education institutions, and the public sector. They just introduced a product called Desk Flex, and this is a desk booking solution and room reservation software, which the one thing they added in there was a way to have people come in before you, when you book these rooms or desks or any reservations that you do book. They have people come in and completely disinfect and sterilize the area. And I think using the election infection in a press release, I think a lot of companies are taking this as using this to their advantage, and I think they're doing that for momentum purposes. So we'll be looking for a crack in that stock as well too. So the fourth stock that we'll be looking at is Green Power Motor Company. This is a company that I mentioned last week in my OTC EV plays. This is the ticker symbol is GPVRF. This stock closed at $1.11 on Friday. It was up 16.5 cents, which is a little over 17%. Traded 970 in volume and has 108 million in float. Now, this stock is up from 30 cents at the end of June, and just a shade over 70 cents just this month alone. So this stock has had a tremendous run. This is an EV company that actually manufactures and sells high and low floor vehicles, transit buses, school buses, shuttle buses, cargo vans, and double-decker buses. The reason they've been up over the last few days is because they just received an order for 100 EV Stars, which is one of their buses from Green Commuter, and that was on July 29th. And just prior to that, they had an order for 10 electric vehicle buses, like I said, just the prior week. So this stock has had tremendous momentum, so I'll definitely be looking for the panic dip buy in this play. Another one I'm looking at is Galaxy Next Generation, GAXY. Now, this stock actually just had its first green day on Friday, so this is something I'll be looking at later in the week. This thing still may run a bit and continue its momentum because it did just have a huge green day, up about. In fact, this stock is a sub-penny stock. This thing closed at 0.0088 on Friday, was up 0.0048 on that day, and that's 120%. So it was up 120% on Friday. So if this thing continues, this will be something definitely looking into for a panic dip buy. This one traded 855 million shares on Friday, so that's huge volume, and has 800 million float. And this stock is in the same line of Verb and Boxlight. This one is an in-classroom and remote learning platform. So, these plays have been tremendously hot. So I'm going to be keeping my eye on this stock for any continuation and looking to take advantage if this thing does collapse. Now, you have to keep in mind, all of these stocks, if they come out with bad news and they collapse, I'm not touching them. You do not do panic dip buys. Like I said, you want to be there to catch the stocks as they fall, but you don't want to catch a falling knife and cut your hands off. If they have bad news, I mean, the CEO's lying. There's the bad books. The CEO is in handcuffs, getting dragged off. You don't want to touch these stocks. But as far as if they just fall technically and fall organically, have a dip and a crack in the momentum, just like OPTI did just last week, a couple of opportunities where this stock fell from 13-14 cents down to below 11 cents and then came right back up. Anytime you can grab 3 cents, 4 cents on stocks like this, that is a tremendous opportunity. So I'll be looking for that in GAXY. Now, another stock, and this is going to kind of be a segue into the election infection stocks that I'm going to be talking about. This one is Therapeutics, Rlftf. This stock actually closed at 62 cents on Friday. This was down tremendously on Friday, 22% or almost 23%. This was down 18 cents on Friday. It traded 95 million in volume and has a 2.1 billion actually in float. So rather high float, but a lot of these OTC stocks are like that. you don't find very many stocks like OPTI with a very, very low float, or the RSSV stocks that I mentioned that are very low float OTC plays. Usually they have a little bit of a higher float. Now, this stock, like I said, closed at 62 cents, but this is up from 5 cents just this month alone, and hit a high of 95 cents just a couple of days back. So, I mean, you think of that in just a couple of days, going from 5 cents to 95 cents. That's a supernova. That's one of the times where you can almost become wealthy on a play like this if you've taken a large enough position. Now, this company, they focus on clinical stage projects based on molecules of natural origin, which are peptides and proteins. They actually have a history of clinical testing in human patients, and also or a strong scientific rationale. Their current relief is concentrating on its efforts on developing new treatments for respiratory disease and respiratory infection. And obviously, what do we have with this election infection? This is a respiratory issue. And what they did is, in their main focus, and the reason I'm excited about this stock is they have a new product called Rlftf. This is a drug, Avipidol. I'm not a doctor nor a pharmacist, so it's Aviptadil. This is actually an inhalant medicine now being looked at to treat the election infection. So this is a stock that, and it's also being an inhalant, it actually gets rid of inflammation or relieves inflammation and breathing issues when a patient has the C19, opposed to using breathing treatments and things like this. This stock actually steps in, or this company steps in with this product to the Rlftf and relieves that for these patients. And the market took to that tremendously. So like I said, this stock is up from 5 cents all the way up to 95, has pulled back to 62 cents. If this thing has any more of a crack in the momentum, goes down to 45, 50 cents, I'm jumping in and scooping up as much as I can. But I will be keeping my eye on the price action on this stock, because I believe this, like I said, is going to be a segue into the election infection stocks that I'm keeping on my watch list, because this is one of the stocks that I'll be looking at, because any news comes out, this stock can continue to run, and who knows, this thing can be like Cytodyne, CYDY, and go from 30 cents all the way up to 10 bucks. I know that stock is now proceeded to pull back down to about $4.79. But I mean, this thing traded higher than $10, and it came all the way from 30 cents on news that they're working on a vaccination for this election infection. Now, I'm just going to give a list of some stocks and their prices, the name of the company, the ticker symbol, and the price that's going to be on my election infection watch list. These are going to be on my watch list for the remainder of the entire 6 weeks, because any one of these stocks gets PR or gets any news, these stocks can skyrocket. And obviously the first one is TPT Global Tech. I mentioned the stock the other day, TPTW. This stock closed at 7.6 cents, so 0.076. They had a press release just last week that they will be featured on CBS Channel 2, or I don't know if it's Channel 2 out there, it's Channel 2 here, CBS San Diego, and they'll be actually doing a piece on their quick labs. I think these quick labs is an absolute terrific idea. I think this stock is underpriced at 7.5 cents. I know it's up tremendously, but these quick labs can be something that can be utilized all over the country. And this stock's not a piece of garbage just for the fact that you have the governor of California going to the facilities and the manufacturing facilities to take a look at these products. Miami-Dade County has signed a contract to allow these quick labs to be used there. So I would definitely keep my eye on, take a look and learn more about that stock and keep it on your watch list. The next one again is a stock I just mentioned, which is Cytodyne, CYDY. The stock closed at $4.79 on Friday. This stock is working on a vaccination for the C19, and any news on any progress or anything with that, this stock, as we know, went up over $10, can skyrocket. We're about half that right now at $4.79, so this stock can be just a huge boom over the next 5-6 weeks or even into the future. Chronos Technologies, KNOS. This stock closed at 0.258, so a shade under 26 cents. Gained a little bit of momentum. I think it was up about 2.5, 3 cents on Friday. What I'm really excited about with this is not only just the masks, the air purifiers, the that they could be coming out with some infomercials on their products soon, but it's the Walmart deal that has me excited. Now this Walmart deal, I'm sure Kevin Harrington had something to do with this, so that's why I'll be excited about OPTI as well too. Now, Therapeutics, the stock that I just mentioned, Rlftf, closed at 62 cents. This is a stock I'm definitely going to have my eye on the entire time with that inhalant. Like I said, any type of news, any type of contract, hospitals, municipalities, states, towns, anything buying up this product or using this product, this stock can skyrocket. And the reason I keep these stocks on my watch list is because of a stock like Cytodyne, CYDY, because this stock went from just a mere 30 cents all the way up to 10 bucks. This can happen in this OTC market. The next stock is OPTI International, OPTI. This stock closed at 0.134. We know this is down from 19 cents, but all the way up from a little over 2 cents just a week back. So this stock had a tremendous run, and like I said in all my videos, these stocks never go straight up. This is my call for the stock of the month and possibly the stock of the remainder of the year. But obviously, none of these stocks just skyrocket straight up. They all have pullbacks and stair steps. Even a healthy chart still has pullbacks on it. A rise, pullback. Nothing goes straight up, because if it does, it's just going to collapse. So I'm going to be keeping OPTI on my watch list. I still have a small position in that in another account. I wouldn't say small position, but for what I have, it's a nice size position. But I'll be looking for any pullbacks to gobble up more shares. But I think this stock has 30, 40, 50 cents written all over it. Another stock is Revive Therapeutics, a stock I called out just a little over a week ago, RVVTF. This closed at 28.5 cents, 0.285. This stock went all the way up to about, I think it was 38, 39 cents at the following day. I know I called it out on a Friday at about shade under 23 cents. I gave the sell order at about 36 cents. It went up a little bit more than that, and it has proceeded to pull back. I think this stock has no business being down here at 28.5 cents. I think this is a 40, 50 cent stock, if not better. So this stock's definitely going to be on my watch list, and I'll be thinking of, if any pullbacks, I'll be taking a very nice sizable position in this stock. Innovation Pharmaceuticals, IPIX. This stock closed at a quarter on Friday, 25 cents. This stock, a little over a month ago, I think it's Briaclidin, because I know them in Revive, or what is it? They have a very similar named product, but it's not the same product. The product that they're working on, they're doing in vitro trials with this. And I believe the early fourth quarter is when they're coming out with results. Any good news on that, IPIX can skyrocket. Like I said, it's at 25 cents now. This stock went from 20 cents to about 65 cents in only a matter of a few days. So this stock is a former runner. It has the election infection news baked into it. Any type of good reaction to those trials, or any type of PR coming out that's positive, will send this stock skyrocket. So you want this stock on your watch list and keep a good eye on it. Axim Biotechnologies, AXIM, another stock. In fact, this was the first stock that I called out for my OTC runners. This stock I called out in the mid 40s. This stock proceeded the following day to shoot all the way up to $1.40 something, $1.44, $1.45. This stock is now trading at 82 cents. So, and they produce a test. This was the same day GE had its run on testing on C19 tests. So I believe if Gene didn't have his day, this stock could have even went higher, because I know people were torn. There was OTC players playing this one and other ones playing Gene. Most of the players would have came into this play if Gene didn't pop up to 10 bucks that day. And it could have had a better run. But at 82 cents, I still think this stock's a bit of a steal. I'm waiting on some news to come out for this stock, and this would interest me tremendously in taking a position in this stock again. And the final stock that I'm looking at is Vistar Corporation, VYST. This stock closed at a shade under 8.5 cents, 0845. This stock had a tremendous run last week, up from I think almost 3 cents. So this thing's almost tripled in a week. Proceeded to go up to a little past 9 cents and pulled back. This star, they do air purifiers and such, kind of like OPTI, but I like OPTI much better than this stock. But this is another stock that I'll be looking at because this seems to be a popular stock with penny stock traders, and any news sends this stock flying up. But again, my main stock the main ones that I'm looking at are OPTI. That's number one. RVVTF, Rlftf, and AXIM and IPIX. Those are the ones working on the, CYDY is kind of on my list, but that stock's already had its run. I know it can run, but it's already at $4.50. And that's the reason why I'm looking at these stocks, because you've seen with what good news in this, with this election infection could do with these stocks, send them skyrocketing. So again, I've already mentioned those. I'm just going to do a quick recap real quick for the ones I'm looking for panic dip buys. CVLB, Conversion Labs. HLYK, HealthLink Corporation. EPAZ, Epaz Inc. GPVRF, Green Power Motor Company. And GAXY, Galaxy Next Generation. So those are the ones I'm looking at for the panic dip buys. The other ones I'm having on my watch list the entire time. For any news for the election infection, so the C19. So I appreciate you guys watching. Please, as always, please like, share, and subscribe, and interact with the video somehow. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I come out with probably 4 or 5 videos a week, with these OTCs. This is my bread and butter. So, and we're going to be concentrating more and more on these OTC plays. Keep an eye out for the listed stock watch list later on tonight, and I'm going to probably condense this list for just 3 stocks that I'll be watching on the OTCs as well too, and putting it in that video tonight as well. So you guys have a great day, be blessed, and I'm going to go gimp around the house a little bit here, with my busted knee, and you guys have a great day. We'll see you later on tonight.